Buongiorno a tutti, sono Marco Filippi e credo di essere il primo presentatore della giornata, quindi ho l'ingrato compito di svegliarvi e tenervi svegli. Quindi partirei subito col presentare la mia startup. Sto condividendo lo schermo, spero che si vede e si senta. Ho 7 minuti a partire da adesso, quindi massima attenzione, grazie. Gentili ladies and gentlemen, I am Marco Filippi, CEO and founder of Volvero. Volvero was born 2 years ago to solve a big problem in the mobility and transportation industry. And I am referring to the fact that for 96% of their lifetimes, cars and vehicles remain parked and idle on the street. And this is causing, of course, a lot of problem, and is causing a high underutilization of all of these vehicles. High underutilization means that there is also an overproduction of vehicles, and an overproduction of vehicles means that a lot of natural resources are waste, like water, oil, and electricity, for producing vehicles that are not used. But also it means that there is wrong usage of the space in our urban areas. We are using space for parking vehicles, as well as car dealers and car rentals are occupying their areas for storing vehicles that are not even sold anymore, because there are some shift in the demand of their services among the population. And all of this is happening while millions of people all over the world are not able to find optimal solutions for their mobility needs. Indeed, if you think of car rental, that's a rigid service, not user-friendly and pretty expensive. If you think of car sharing, like Enjoy, for instance, offers just a limited usability and still is pretty expensive, especially if someone wants to find a vehicle for one day or longer. I'm not citing the private car ownership, because of course that's the worst way for someone to get around, because they owners have to buy a car which is not used, and so they invest a lot of money for an asset that is depreciating day by day. And finally, another problem regards the public transport, because as we know it, it's crowded and not very flexible, not reliable, and not adaptable to the needs of people. So our solution for solving all of this problem is Volvero, which is an app for connecting owners and drivers of different kinds of vehicles to share them while using the most advanced technology for improving user awareness, and also for monitoring how drivers are using someone else's vehicle. So we are connecting the B2C space and the peer-to-peer. We are the only similar solution in Europe, and we will also explain you why we are unique in just a bit. But before that, let me share with you why now we are seeing a huge acceleration on the demand of Volvero, our car sharing app. So there are some trends in the society that are forming right now. So of course, COVID had an impact. People are dropping public transport for finding different ways to get around, but also there is much more social acceptance of shared economies, services, and also more awareness on the importance of fighting the climate change and having an impact. Of course, also economy has an important role. So as said, car dealers and car rentals are trying to find new business models. So not only selling cars or renting out cars as they did in the past, but they are trying to totally digitalize their service. And of course, there is, as said, a growth in the shared economy space. Owners of vehicles are much more prone to share their vehicles with the community. And finally, the huge technology leaps that happened in the last years. So artificial intelligence, 5G networks, always connected devices are something that till a few years ago didn't exist, but they are very common technologies today. So a few words about the market. The huge market opportunity is here. There are more or less 600 or more million of people as potential user for services like Volvero, for a total addressable market of 200 billion per year. But we are unique because we were able to develop our own insurance policy in partnership with a great and a very relevant player, Europe Assistance. And thanks to this insurance policy, we are able to cover not only private owners while they are sharing their vehicle with someone else, but also the B2C space, car rentals and car dealers. And not only cars, but also other kind of vehicles, such as motorcycles, commercial vehicles, and recreational ones. And finally, the technology, we already have 2 patents. We are filing the 3rd one for how we are delivering the service. So we are collecting data based on the sensors of the user's mobile phone. Through this data, we analyze them and we share feedback with the owners and drivers. And we also reward the best users by assigning them with credits that can be used for future uses of the service. A few words about our users. We are targeting mostly university student and expat and young professional from a driver perspective. Ownership side, we are targeting more car dealers and car rentals, with right now just a small minority of private owners. We are going live in Italy, our first market in Veneto region. We are rolling out the app these days. The app is already available for pre-registration in the stores. A few words about the team. I am the CEO and founder, experience, of course, in finance. I lived in the Silicon Valley for 1.5 years. And along with me, my co-founders, Kayode and Roberto, they are much more into technology than I am, and they create the perfect team with me. We make money just by retaining a percentage on each transaction. We are rolling out the app in the first market, but we already have agreements for scaling internationally in Europe and outside Europe. We have a good and extended network of partners, and we are in the fundraising process. So we are raising 1.3 million United States dollar. 60% of it is already taken. And so if there are investors interested in our seed round, please just reach out. I am Marco Filippi. My email is marco@volvero.com. Thank you. So I think that there are some questions. Let me just check. So one of the questions that I received before the presentation was about, again, the insurance policy. So I will take 1 minute before leaving you guys, or as long as I'm waiting for other questions here. And about the insurance policy, they asked me to be very specific about it because it's kind of a game-changing solution. So it took us 2 years to develop the insurance policy that we have right now. We are, of course, working more and more on the improvement of it, also based on the data that we are collecting from our users. But what's also extremely advantageous for us is that playing with such big players in the industry put us in the condition of being able to scale faster than other competitors to other countries. So, for instance, we are able to target other European countries in which our partner do have a presence, and in just some weeks we are able to go live in those other countries. So that's it. Thank you. Grazie mille. Thank you very much. And Enjoy the rest of the day.
Hi everyone, I'm Elena Moglia, CEO of MyLime. I will share the screen. Okay, today we are speaking about MyLime, an innovative startup that was born in 2018. In MyLime, we have a multidisciplinary team that we are on 3 fundamental pillars: manufacturing, automotive, and digital. What does it mean MyLime? MyLime stands for My, that means ownership, Lime, that means limited edition. These are 2 characteristics that potentially raise the price of the product. In fact, ownership is linked to whoever wore that object. Limited edition is linked to the quantity produced, and the rarer product is, the more its value increases. MyLime is a blockchain-based tracking platform that manages product information and multimedia collected along its life cycle. The aim is to create a unique digital ecosystem in order to prevent counterfeiting, create connection between brands, dealer, and customer, with great impact on transparency, traceability, and residual value growth. Why we choose blockchain? Because it's perfect technology that helps brands to bring traceability and transparency in the product data journey from supplier to the future owners, guarantee verifiable product data, so it's perfect for counterfeiting product or physical certificates that can be lost. How does MyLime create digital ownership? MyLime offers a product composed of a methodology of 4 incremental steps. The solution aims to create a closed ecosystem where selected network participants can read or write or verify the information regarding the asset or the product. The first step is the tag. In fact, with a unique code identifier directly linked to the serial number of the product, we can make the entry point. Each tag is customized on the company. You can see the tag that we developed with Saint-Gobain inside the glass that we present at the CES 2020. The second step is a system or infrastructure that collects georeferenced information in the event that the company also needs industrial traceability. The first step is the web interface. In fact, the information is entered according to manual process by the manufacturer or through management integration. And the last step is a white label app where data is visualized by customers and updated by stakeholders. It allowed the end user to access to create the digital passport of the asset in real time. In fact, you can see the information updated, the maintenance, the change of ownership, and so on. So all these steps lead to what is called create a lasting value. It is precisely in this way that through this technology, the brand is able to recreate the history of his own asset. In this slide, you can see an example uses these phases have been standardized with the manufacturer. Why we are so unique? For the first answer, we are so unique because MyLime platform is used by the client company and notarize the data of the product in blockchain, collecting along the entire value chain. Because we are so unique because we collect the information along all the value chain. In fact, in this slide, you can see that we collect information by supplier, manufacturer, dealers, and customer. And the second answer why we are so unique is because the solution is patented. In fact, we present a patent for the management of the authorized parts via blockchain, and also the patent is regarding the combine the IoT part with the platform and the blockchain. And also we are so unique because we have this trademark that is automotive blockchain. About the traction, we want different calls, international calls, and we are already on the market. In fact, we have not limited ourselves to tracing and standardize the new, but we also include the heritage that we call Classic. In June 2020, we launched the project MyClassic, the world premier blockchain-powered automotive app for classic owners. The testimonial for the launch is the former Lamborghini test driver Valentino Balboni, whose experience gained over 40 years of service has tangibly contributed to the standardization of the entire sequence of vehicle restoration. So what is the benefit for supplier, manufacturer, and customer? For supplier, we have product traceability, digital quality check, inventory continuous updating. For the manufacturer, material stock reduction, parts anti-counterfeiting, product quality management, and customer affiliation through official dealer. From the customer, we have product transparency, high residual value, ownership experience, and brand awareness. So this is my email, elena@mylime.com, if you have any request. Thank you. So if we are not other questions, I can say thank you to everyone and good luck. Thank you. Bye.
Hi everybody, I'm Valentino Grossi, CEO and founder of Albora. Albora is a new Alibaba green packaging platform. Do you ever search any packaging online? This is a problem because into buyer and supplier we are a wall. The solution to find the packaging online is Google. For example, in this case, we write an easy query in Google, and the results is very difficult to understand because Google take on some ads, some different or big industry. The solution is Albora. Albora is a platform that digitalizes the packaging search. Our system is a Netflix for find industry of packaging. We have take the search engine of Netflix, and then we modify this system to understand the query of the packaging finder. In this case, we use the AI for each search the supplier. See catalog where you can find a lot of things, and then you can upload your catalog into our platform, and then you can search the solution in Albora. Our unique value proposition is to easy search thanks the intelligence artificial affinity index like green impact distance, and we want to anticipate the technical research of the supplier thanks to AI. Our system is patented, and this is the period to invest in digitalization because Forrester estimate that the USA marketplace in USA reach 1.2 trillion of dollar. The dimension market of packaging is too lot, but our sum is 2.5 million of dollar, and our business model is double business model. We are receive a quote for buyer to find a supplier and a monthly subscription to appear in the platform. We have a lot of competitor, but we have intersection of competitor. In our system, for example, our competitor compare only quotes or find supplier. Our team is complete, and we have experience in packaging packaging world. We have engineering for develop the platform. Have a growth team. We have reached some result. For example, we won Campione Innovazioni Confindustria Pescara Chieti, and we win the PNI in Catania, and we have a cost acquisition of 10 euros, and right now we have 2 buyers per day who find our supplier in the platform. At the moment, we have a monthly active user by 2K people. Our result is this, and we estimate to reach $1 million in the next year, and we want to increase the number of suppliers in our platform. Now we are in the problem solution fit. We have the first early adopter in September. In September, we want to raise the first round in Pre-Seed, and then in December we want on the market. Thank you.
I don't want to be like yeah.
if you have any question, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
I'm sorry, there was a problem with my computer. Now it could be better. I start again. And I improve. I will stay in the same time. No dealer is a solution that we want to introduce as a company. We have to face about the new dealer. The dealer now has to change to manage both new opportunity technology and also the new behavior consumer. Now the consumer can approach to any dealer in any way, in any channel, physical and digital channel. As you can use mobile and want to looking for and want to have a personalized service. So in the end, we have to create the best relation between consumer brand and product. What are the challenge for the dealer? Now the dealer have to improve customer experience and manage both tools and the fragment data in any channel. Have to keep align warehouse and digital part, and to the end have to create a communication, direct communication with the consumer. So we create Innova Dealer is a platform that manage in omnichannel revolution in very best way in order to manage both digital and the physical part. What is the support that we can bring up with our solution? Now the consumer and the customer can enter in touch with the dealer in any channel when he wants and how he wants. In this way, the dealer can contact him, can enter in relation with him. He has the possibility to know him very well, to provide the best solution, the best service, and in this way to finish this circle relation. He can create the right consumer, the loyalty with him in very easy way. The solution is a solution in cloud, is a platform in cloud, is multilingual, multi-profiling. Here you can see part of our screens, and the activation is quite easy. Just take a few steps between 3 and 10 days, depending on by the size of the dealer. And these steps permits to set customer data, product data, and to create the automatic trigger, automatic marketing in order to create the right solution. The pricing, the business model is in SaaS. The pricing depends on by activation fee and the monthly fee, and it's depend by the plans. Any plan has several different feature included, and also depend by the number of account and dealers activated. The team is me and Andrea, the co-founder. We have also sales and marketing team, and we have also a 500 stars advisor board that permits to complete our experience. We are looking for a new round of investment, 300,000 euro. It's permit to create business developing, to improve our software developing, because of to introduce a part of virtual area, and also chatbot in order to support and to improve our automatic customer support, and to the rest is a part of market activity. Thank you for the time. Sorry for the technical problem. We are ready for any questions. If you want, you can bring. If there are no any questions, I say thank you for your time. We're ready in any case to any kind of supporting. Thank you.
Good morning to everyone. Okay, good. Good morning. I'm Giada from Ecosteer, a startup in the data ownership and data monetization field. And our technology lays the technical foundation for a new decentralized and distributed data economy. Today, real-time consumers' data is a huge economic value, but privacy laws limit the opportunity to monetize that data by sharing it with third parties. And that because companies have to implement full transparency over data transmission chain. And so one single consent at the beginning of the chain is not more admissible. And according to the Italian State Council ruling versus Facebook, today consumers' data is the counterpayment for digital services, and we are seeing many examples of consumers not more willing to share their data without a clear incentive. But why is it so difficult to reconcile regulation and data sharing, data monetization? The reason is of a technical nature. All the current IT data sharing infrastructure are centralized as they have exclusive control over third-party access to consumers' data. This means that today, drivers, for example, are the legal data owners, but they cannot control third-party access to their car data. And on the other, companies such as car manufacturers cannot monetize that data and still be fully compliant with the privacy laws. To reconcile regulation and business opportunity, we need a complete shift of paradigm. From the protection of serialized data set at the collection point, the database, to the protection of real-time data stream at the generation point, any IoT device such as the telematics box, for example. And this is the only way to turn privacy laws from an obstacle into an opportunity. Our data ownership platform adds a layer of data access control, decentralization on top of any existing IT data sharing infrastructure, making it GDPR compliant by design. This technology, that has been granted a US patent in only 2 months, uses end-to-end encryption and blockchain smart contract to give data owner exclusive control over third-party access to their data. And this video demonstrates innovation. Today, any third party requests access to consumers' data to the owner of this centralized data sharing platform. With our technology, we encrypt data at its point of generation, the IoT device, data flow encrypted through the current data sharing platform, and it will be decrypted at its point of usage, any data user application, with the explicit consent of the data owner, consent that is given through a blockchain smart contract. And by technically transforming any data brokering platform into a neutral, blind data intermediary, as described in the European Data Governance Act, this technology allows companies to create their own GDPR-compliant corporate data exchange apps, where consumers can unilaterally grant and revoke the consent to use their data to chosen stakeholders at any time. And this means full transparency on the intended use of data, a simplified consent management, and of course, an enhanced customer trust. Additionally, by adding a data stream tokenization mechanism, any companies can create its own corporate data stream marketplace, where consumers can exchange their data with tokens and use these tokens to buy services on the same marketplace. Services offered, of course, by the same data users. And this kind of data stream marketplaces generate value for all these stakeholders. And this is a possible revenue model for a marketplace, with a value of 150 euros per car per year per data user. And this is actually what the amount of money that Stellantis today gives to the driver of electric 500 cars, and assuming 10 business partners participating in the marketplace, this means that each driver can share and monetize his or her data with up to 10 data users. And for the owner, the company managing the marketplace, this means the possibility to charge a transaction fee on each transaction between each data owner and each data user. And it will be simply to calculate the gross revenues. As I was saying, if this is a possible revenue model for our client, as EcoSteer, our revenue model is pretty simple. It's based on software license, price according to the number of connected devices. In terms of competition, we are in a market occupied by two kinds of solutions. On one side, digital right management solution, or the so-called data vaults, that control access only over static, already serialized dataset. On the other, there are data marketplaces based on the centralized IT data sharing infrastructure I mentioned at the beginning. Actually, EcoSteer is a complementary technology offering a data ownership layer to any existing data sharing infrastructure. This is our team. It's still a small team, but with the right mix of competencies that enable us to fully develop and validate this product, obtain 2 US patent granted, and we have partnership agreements with system integrators such as NTT Data, HPE, PwC. I thank you for your attention, and we are seeking partners to build a new decentralized and distributed data economy together. Thank you, and I'm happy to take your question. Thank you, and you can reach me on LinkedIn or on my email that I will leave in the chat. Thank you for your time, and happy to talk to you later.
Good morning, everyone. This is Johan Holmqvist from Carmenta Automotive speaking to you today, and happy to do that. I will give you a short brief of Carmenta Automotive as a company, and then talk more about our product, Carmenta Traffic Watch. So Carmenta is a pure software company. We are all centered as a Carmenta group around geospatial data, and by that building products where you can build your own situational awareness in your own applications, or actually use ready products from Carmenta, like the Carmenta Traffic Watch that we are going to have a closer look on today. We have been around for a while as a group, but Carmenta Automotive is actually the startup within the Carmenta group. We have offices in Sweden, France, Germany, and UK, and as you can see, our main purpose is to sell licenses and support for those licenses, and of course some professional service engineering support to help to use our product in the best way. So let's move into Carmenta Traffic Watch, which is a software for situational awareness for connected and automated vehicles. To explain the product, the idea behind the product, I will start with talking a bit about situational awareness. So what we see here is a picture of a connected or an automated modern vehicle, which with its sensors have a very good awareness of the immediate surroundings of the vehicle, maybe up to 300 meters. And this is, of course, extremely important to be able to react on anything close or near the actual vehicle. This is what we call vehicle situational awareness. And on the left picture here, you see what the vehicle sees. With its intelligence from its sensors, it sees objects that it can translate into vehicles, zebra crossings, to equipment around the road, people, and so on. And it knows how to react to those different objects that it sees. But on the right picture here, we see what we call Carmenta Traffic Watch Situational Awareness, where we provide situational awareness for your whole route that you're going to travel with your vehicle. And the idea behind this is, of course, that if you supervise the whole route and you get situational warnings of what might occur along the route, it will give you time to react. And occurrences that you would like to avoid could be anything like a road accident, it could be slippery road conditions, it could be an open bridge, it could be obstacles on the road, and many different things. But Carmenta Traffic Watch doesn't only keep track of that, it also keeps track of what kind of action you would like to put into force when approaching such an obstacle. And again, the most important is to get the early warning. We know that the dynamic situation assessment is extremely important in a very dynamic environment like the traffic that you are traveling in. And the number one priority for Carmenta and Carmenta Traffic Watch is, of course, safety, to increase the safety level by making you or the vehicle aware of what will happen along the route. This brings reliability and efficiency to the system as you avoid things or situations that you would not like to run into. It also brings you environmental and legal requirements effects, but again, you works as a platform for learning of how your operation works. Now, how does this all work then? Oh, sorry for the picture flicking a bit here. As I said earlier, Carmenta Traffic Watch is a pure software, it's a cloud-based software. Carmenta doesn't do anything in the vehicle or outside the cloud. We provide the cloud software. And the software itself starts with compiling a common operational picture of the sorry, I just got you can't see my presentation. I hope you can. Compiles a common operational picture of the area where your vehicles are operating. And then it supervises your vehicles in that operational picture. So if there are any obstacles along your route, you will be warned. Now, to build this operational picture, we use spatial awareness data, anything like static data like maps, and dynamic data as weather, and data from the actual. I see that there is no picture. Maybe this is a pity. Sorry for any. I will do a new sharing here. I hope you can see this. No? With this common operation picture that's built up of all this data, we supervise the vehicles of the fleet traveling in the area, and we combined it with the rule base. And in the rule base, there are rules of how you would like the vehicle to act, depending on what kind of situation you are in. For instance, if you would like to lower the speed, or if you would like to go an alternate route. And it then dispatches an advice to the vehicle. Camenta Traffic Watch actually talks to the vehicles with instructions or advice on how to act. It then stores and evaluates the results of what has happened, your actions, and so on, to be able to learn. It should also be said that all the communication in and out to Camenta Traffic Watch to the cloud is not something that Camenta take care of, but actually only the software in the cloud doing the Traffic Watch warnings and supervision. Also important to know is that one vital part of the data set here is the actual vehicle data, the sensor data from the vehicles that provides the immediate situation on the road, together with all other traffic data. I think that's my time is out there. So I will stop sharing there. Please contact me if there is anything. I'm back to, there we are, and I'm open for any questions. Okay, if there was someone not seeing the presentation, it will be published on the website. Thank you, everyone, for today. Happy to talk to you, and please contact us if you like. Thank you. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gaetano Volpe, and I am the CEO of Latitudo 40. And today I present our solution. I hope that you see my screen. Our vision is to offer possibility from learn from past, monitor the present, and shape the future using satellite imagery, artificial intelligence, and geospatial analysis. We offer a solution for green and sustainable city, but also inclusive city. For this reason, the data is really important to plan the city of the future, also because we consume a lot of soil. Some of European cities are exposed to high level of pollution, and there is a huge reduction in green areas of the cities. For this reason, we created Latitudo 40, and our motto is from months to minutes, because we can do in very few minutes activity that normally require several months. A cloud unified data analytics platform that extracts information from satellite imagery, drone, and IoT data. We process this data with artificial intelligence and offer actionable insight through smart dashboard or through connectors to external IT systems. We have three products, one very mature for precision farming, but now we are moving to urban planning and in PropTech real estate. What is our value proposition? We create a constantly update digital version of the real world, and this helps our customer to understand the dynamics of urban evolution. We based our solution on 4 pillars. First of all, map the city. Second, analyze the trends. Then define risk analysis zone. And the last, simulate the action. What happens if I plant new trees or reduce the traffic in the city or create new buildings? We can analyze several aspects in the city, from the green areas, the urban islands, buildings, roads, and also objects like pools, green energy, and cars. Here, some experiment that we had. So the urban islands detection in Barcelona, the city risk analysis in another city in Italy, and the green area and air quality analysis in Turin. What is our market? It's a very huge market. The Smart Cities platform have a value of more than 180 billion. We address European cities, and we plan to reach 500 cities with a potential revenue of 45 million euro per year. There are a lot of competition, but we differentiate ourselves based on multi-data source approach. We can process any satellite data, but integrate also this data with IoT sensors. And we are a platform ready for the integration in existing IT systems through connectors. Why now this platform? It's clear that data and digital twin are indispensable for decision-making in urban planning and control, but also in real estate and in the agriculture. There are increasing investment in green, sustainable, and inclusive city, and Latitudo 40 supports transition toward sustainable development goals. We have a huge amount of data from satellite, a lot of investment, more than 30 billion of USD invested in the last 10 years in satellite, in construction of new satellite, and we are the transmission chain from the satellite to the user. We are on the market. Directly with a B2G approach for the municipalities, but we offer our solution also to urban planning and real estate companies and for smart cities project. Our solution is completely software as a service, no investment, and we have solution for small city with less data and for extended city. All our solution include the city setup, from 24 to 36 months historical analysis, from 2 to 4 new updates per month, and all the integration with the system. We have at the moment more than 30 active customer and project. We generated more than 600,000 euro in revenue and raised more than 1 million in private and public grants. Some of our customers are here. We are working with several companies in Italy and abroad. We plan to reach 13.5 million in 5 years from now. Our team, this is one of the strength part of our company. We have more than 70 years of experience in this sector. We work together for more than 10 years, and we have a multidisciplinary approach to the project. Around us, there are a team of 10 people that are working on latitude 40. The deal, we are at the moment in fundraising. We already have two investors. One is Techstars and the other one is Crif. We are just today in closing with another US investors that will cover part of this 1.5 million investment, and this is the objective. That's all. This is here my contacts. If you need to contact me, you can send me an email or find me on LinkedIn. If you have any question, I'm very happy to answer, to give more details. Okay, thank you for your attention and thank you for the organization for this invite. Thank you, bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Alessio. I'm the founder of Morelitech. Let me just share my screen. Okay, hope you can see the presentation. Okay, our project was born in 2019 with a very specific question. How can we improve safety and driving experience at the same time? We're working on the development of a new generation head-up display, focusing on the safety of the driver, empowering the driving experience, and we divided the development phases in 2 different phases. Our system wants to solve one of the most important safety problems behind the wheel. I mean the distraction, which is increasingly present in the multimedia technological progress of the recent years. The goal is to make the driver concentrate on driving, projecting all the useful information in front of him, and providing an advanced support system that can assist him at all times, like a true co-pilot who is already ready and present. We came to a solution with a technology that we called HoloView. HoloView is basically the next generation AR HD device, entirely developed by us. We combine hardware and software together to form a unique product and design to the driver's needs. On one hand, we have the software engine and advanced algorithm under development, capable of displaying warning and alerting the driver in real time for any potential danger situation. On the other hand, we have an advanced optical system that will be able to create a projection never seen before, thanks to an innovative patent that is going to be filed soon, probably in the next few months, which is able to give the image a natural depth, dynamically adaptive with the surrounding environment. A first prototype is being done. We have already tested under controlled condition environment the fundamental of our technology, and we have obtained encouraging results. This is a video where we can see the prototype in action. Okay, the product development is divided, as I said previously, in progressive phases, following the evolution of today's cars up to the autonomous vehicle of tomorrow. In the current phase, the first one, HoloView will be a co-pilot system designed to assist the driver and increase safety and performance. Hand in hand with the development and production of self-driving vehicles, we will allocate more and more resources and energy toward the conversion of HoloView to an advanced multimedia projection device, capable of becoming the new reference point in the use of content in every car trade-off. As you can see, we can count on a very varied team with technical, non-technical profiles, capable of covering basically all the main aspects of the company's development. The background goes from technical electronics, like me, information and communication technology, optical physicists, business, economics, and even corporate law. Two phases means 2 different business models. In the first phase, we're going to earn from royalties on the patents, but also with a complete support for the realization and adaptation to the vehicle and also to the software implementation. So I mean a complete tailor-made product. In the second phase, we're going to design an innovative user interface, a sort of operating system where people can interact, and also with a few restrictions enacted with the autonomous vehicles, we can project advertisements based on the environment and intention of the user, insert, for example, paid positioning, and also insert a premium subscription to the platform. Here can be seen our main direct competitors, followed by a SWOT analysis. Most of them have standard products, not taking any innovation by years, mostly because they have to deal with a lot of product on their business, and they can just focus on the HUD. The key differentiation aspects that elevate our project are basically 2: the dimension of projection, and most importantly, the ability of projection to a large number of depth layers that, thanks to our technology, can be reached. It's basically the same thing. Talking about the funds, we've almost completed the pre-seed stage with a personal capital of 10,000 euro, invested completely in research and development, and we are starting a new round of investment that will be used to complete the transition from the actual prototype to a stable version, focusing to an important patent regarding the optics and working also on the software, which is one of the most important things. Here we can see a timeline with all the stages, completing the pre-stage with the patent, to the seed with a research of potential partners and the round of investment, and also to the growth with the beginning of the second phase of development with autonomous vehicles. In this moment, we are under the incubator of the AlmaCube, or the incubator of the University of Bologna. We are looking for advice, funding, and also for collaboration. Thank you very much. If you have any kind of question, just ask it, and I'm here. I'm gonna return back. Okay, no question. Thank you very much for your attention, and goodbye.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, listeners. As every one of you may know, one of the most important and discussed topic of the Motor Valley Fest is the sustainable mobility. And Primo Elemento wants to give its contribution to it. Primo Elemento wants to provide solution to improve the sustainability of industrial vehicles using one of the most widespread and simplest element on Earth, the hydrogen. But before arriving to our solution, let me show you some data. During these years, we are seeing a global but still timid increase of pure electric vehicles new registration compared to plug-in hybrid electric vehicles one. And in particular, in this case, we are referring to heavy-duty vehicles for the industry. And this increase can be explained also by looking at another key point that we should take into account. The lower total cost of ownership of battery electric vehicles respect to traditional vehicles powered by a common diesel engine. In particular, in year 2018, we are seeing a minus 21% on the total cost of ownership of a battery electric vehicle. And we are always referring to heavy-duty vehicles. But at this point, maybe a question should arise in your mind. Is this sufficient to help the diffusion of electric vehicles in the industry? And why, if the total cost of ownership of electric vehicles is lower than traditional vehicles, we are not seeing plenty of electric vehicles outside? Well, maybe there are still some problems. Let's imagine now that your municipality has decided to invest on sustainable mobility, buying a new fleet of industrial electric vehicles. Let's imagine now that you are the municipality worker, which has to work every day with his electric excavator. So what's the point in it? With this type of vehicle, you will have to charge it every day during the whole night, and you can work at maximum 5 hours per day. I guess that if you was this municipality worker, you will be very happy to work just 5 hours per day, but this will be, of course, very inefficient. So how to solve this problem? Primo Elemento wants to combine hydrogen gas and fuel cell technology in order to extend the range of electric vehicles, bringing some key features. In other words, Primo Elemento wants to develop a hydrogen fuel cell range extender that will be very easy to install and to carry on board the vehicle and very easy to remove in just some minutes. This plug-and-play solution will extend the range of your electric vehicle and will be very modular and versatile. Of course, we are talking about hydrogen gas, so it will be a fast refueling system with the possibility also to switch the tank instead of going to a refuel station. Respect to a traditional stationary diesel generator, Primo Elemento range extender will be, of course, a zero-emission solution. We are talking about fuel cells. And in this way, we are avoiding any source of noise and pollution. Respect to an additional battery that you have to charge for a long period of time, respect to hydrogen range extender that we can find on the market, our solution will be much more versatile. In this video, we are seeing the main components of our range extender mounted together to form a stationary generator. The same solution can be used also as an onboard range extender for your excavator, for example, and it will recharge your battery while you are working and while the vehicle is moving. Of course, we are not alone in this journey. We have some competitors like Symbio in France, and others well-known players in the hydrogen world. But we are sure that here in Emilia-Romagna, we are in the right ecosystem to grow and to be a leader company in this field. Nowadays, we are starting with the prototyping phase that will allow us to have a proof of concept of our solution. And in order to do that, we are currently evaluating some investments from partners, that non-industrial and industrial partners, as well also as partnerships with industrial electric vehicles manufacturer. So please, if you are an industrial electric vehicle manufacturer and you are interested in our solution, please contact us. The range extender can be sold or rented as an onboard generator for your vehicle or as a standalone generator. And thanks to its versatility, we will be able to reach a high number of customers. We are planning to reach a minimum viable product by January of 2022 and to start with a small batch production in June of the same year. But let me finally introduce myself. I'm Andrea Cobre, student of powertrain engineering in Muner, and I'm proud to be part of this fantastic team entirely made by 6 university students coming from the University of Modena and Reggio Emilia, and also from the University of Ferrara. Ioana Muntean is our environmental engineer and project coordinator. Luca Zannini is our curious vehicle engineer, and Vittorio Spattini is our economist, which has to ensure that we have also some revenues and not just outgoings. And Edoardo and Ornella are our super skilled designer from the University of Ferrara. So thank you for the attention, and contact us at our channels, and let's keep in touch. Okay, no question. Thank you, and contact us. Bye.
Hello, good morning, everybody. And although identified by focusing on aspects of the health market, VST believes that these vision and mission also have value for that part of automotive segment close to health, such as the case of a driver in a state of health adequate or not to drive. The VST technology is based on 3 signals. From the hands, the PPG, expression of the peripheral blood circulation, and the ECG, electrical expression of cardiac activity, are recorded. From these 2 signals, the 4 vital signs listed here are derived using mathematical models and neural networks. The ambient, forehead, and temple temperatures contribute to the calculation of the body temperature obtained with a different model. The algorithms have been patented. They are based on the waveform of ECG and PPG and their numerical derivatives. The signals must meet the sampling frequency, conditioning, and bandwidth values. We are waiting the PCT extension for the patent. The software which calculates the 5 parameters is certified as medical device class 2A. It runs in the cloud according to the GDPR regulation. It accepts for the calculation any 3 signals acquired by any person as long as they satisfy the constraint in sampling frequency, conditioning, and bandwidth. VST has created this device compatible with the anatomy of the hands by introducing the 3 sources of information: electrical, optical, and thermal. Grasping the device with both hands, the 5 vital parameters are simultaneously recorded in 90 seconds. Butterfly represents only one of the many ways to carry out a non-invasive and unobtrusive self-monitoring by means of the VST technology. Butterfly is a data logger, so it has also been certified as a medical device class 2A. We can consider the pair Butterfly plus software VST5 as a new single certified system for reliable health testing. However, which kind of test can you perform? And moreover, how will be collected, archived, and retrieved according to telemedicine all the data? The test is very, very simple. After launching the start command, in 90 seconds, the value of the vital signs measured every 5 seconds are obtained. The report is divided in 2 parts. The left page shows the table of average parameters along the 90 seconds. The graph of each parameter is reported every 5 seconds in these plots. On the right page, the overplot between the ECG and PPG is shown, broken down into 5 seconds according to Holter-style intervals. Next to it are the values of the parameters expressed into the range. The Butterfly medical device transfer ECG, PPG, and temperatures to the VST5 software on cloud, which is represented in this cloud. VST5, of course, shares information with third-party devices, with the VST web portal, and the web portal itself is connected to other portals for the data collection on the web in order to satisfy the telemedicine conditions. VST5 transfers the results to the VST web portal, GDPR compliant, with three main functions. Allow the user to access the current and historical data and share them with whoever he wants. Transmits the data to telemedicine web portals. Allow data to be reported by the medical personnel in order to complete some diagnosis. VST is able to build a demo of the health caretaker steering wheel, which is the name we assigned to this proof of concept. It could be capable of monitoring the health of the driver. Furthermore, this solution of the health caretaker steering wheel can enjoy the ongoing miniaturization in order to reach estimation of many blood parameters, important blood parameters for those who are driving cars, buses, trucks, and so on. And we like to say that we will replace the still necessary drop of blood with mathematics, biotechnology, and electronics. The most important part of this slide is the conclusion. Making the health caretaker steering wheel is a challenge with high probability of success. Second point, there is still room to enter the challenge. And last, VST offers a proof of concept on the wheel to investors who want to take advantage of this favorable situation. Well, this slide represents practically the efforts we have still to do to carry out in VST organization, business, and engagements. The creation, the most heavy, the heaviest is to going to the market with B2B format. We have to precede it with the creation of commercial relationships and so on. VST requires 1.25 million for as investment for a funding operation, which are partitioned in 300,000 for personal costs and 150 for offices and production area, and this is important point, 8,100 for health caretaker steering wheel. Well, I have finished my presentation, and here we are. We are all founders and members of the company. Thank you very much for your attention. Okay, there is one question. If the hand pressure does affect the results of the photoplethysmogram. Of course, as happens in any kind of the other devices, but it is very, very easy to be delicate in posing the thumb just over the location where we record the signal, and in few minutes you are experienced with a very, very good results. Okay, there are no more questions, so thank you for your attention. I hope to meet you in the future. Thank you.
Hello, this is Christian from Truckscreenia. Together with my friend, business mind, and fellow from the earliest hour, we are happy to present you our company. We are in the field of sustainable mobility, smart mobility, and for this reason, we would like to congratulate Motorfest Valley for that. Truckscreenia has, right from the beginning, pursued a vision, which was to make sure that it would be possible to bring a sort of iPhone on the screen of different companies. Can you hear it? I don't know. All right. Now it should be working. And we wanted to actually present this idea of bringing the iPhone on the back of trucks and vans. We are doing that by following the approach to have customers and logistic operators together with the people in the field of marketing and advertisement meet and get connected. It is our focus to make sure that as a sort of business model, we are tapping into the black canvas opportunity of having a lot of people spending endless hours, endless numbers in different motorways, and endless number of people not really being aware that at that moment their attention can be captured for what is to be seen in terms of a commercial or in terms of a general public interest information. Our business model is basically relying heavily on our logistic partners, and one of the most important one we have already come on board, which is Faircom, who is one of the biggest logistic operators worldwide and in Europe. The market we are in is in the field of digital out-of-home advertisement and transit traffic, and there we see untapped opportunities, because on the one hand, of course, in the US, this is already for forward-thinking business, whereas in Europe, we can actually put this in a very, very strong context. As I would like to say, in Europe, it is kind of children's shoes, whereas it is something well more advanced in the US. What is more important to say about this approach is that as long as we have a look at this increase of digital out-of-home advertisement, there is also this focus that is heavily put on how our market competitors are developing. And as you can see from it, there is also a very bunch of people who are revolving around these issues, but on the very same hand and time, they are a bit lagging behind of what we are doing. Because whereas they are basically offering old products, as our French friend, or the one which is in Germany offering a certain amount of roads, where basically it's just a rollable billboard, we are already on a programmatic site development of digital out-of-home advertisement. And to do this, of course, you have a solution that is based on technology which is e-paper driven. E-paper driven technology has a huge effect of having a very neat visual context on the one hand, on the other hand, to have a very neat angle of visualization, because you have to consider TruckScreen is in the business where traffic circulation is going on. And here, to have prospective customers be aware of new landmark branding companies or general public safety information is very critical, also going forward to what is holding the future in terms of smart mobility and also self-driven mobility. This is basically where TruckScreenia tries also to make the perfect crossing between logistic operators who, by circulating with our mobile billboards around Europe, they basically can also be part of the journey. Or, on the other hand, if they would like just to have us circulating around, make sure that they can earn a little fee on that being around for their logistic purposes. So we are also an energy efficient and an environment sensitive company, because we don't want to add extra added circulation or pollution. And this makes us available for this sustainable mobility approach. And together with a team which is basically also driven by the spirit of academic and all different backgrounds, we try to focus on this very heavily. And so with that, I hope to have given you a broad overview of what we are focusing on. And Paolo and myself are happy to be taking your questions. Thank you very much.
Non so se sono online.
Sì.
Allora, nel caso posso rifare la presentazione perché temo che ci sia stato un problema tecnico per cui non si è vista nessuna delle slide di Christian. Sorry, I'll speak English. Sorry, there was a technical problem, so none of the slides was displayed while Christian was speaking.
Oh my God.
I will try to make a very fast presentation, just showing the slides and explain a little bit. Okay, TruckScreenia is a startup which developed the screen that can be attached on the back side of buses and also of trucks or vans. So we are making DOOH out of home advertising on the road. This is a proprietary technology which uses also artificial intelligence and can change advertisement in real time. It also works on not only on highways like here, but also in the urban environment on smaller vans. We are already important partnership. Our screen allows a very good viewing experience compared with billboard, because it's possible to visualize it for a higher time and also for with favorable viewing angles. Besides, on highway you cannot have billboards; they are forbidden. While the TruckScreenia system is fully compliant with the highway regulation and GDPR, it can also be highly targeted to the audience with several systems. So we have the advertiser partners, which are people with companies with trucks, and okay, there is a growing market about that. We have some competitors, but we believe we are ahead, especially in the use of data. And we can increase brand awareness or make really any kind of advertisement on those screens. So we are fully compliant with any kind of road and GDPR regulation. This is us. It's quite a diverse group coming from important experiences in several different fields. And these are our contacts. Again, we are sorry for the mistake, the technical problem in presentation, and we hope that this was more explanatory. You can reach us at the places you see here. I will now stop the sharing, if I'm able to. Yeah. And we are open to any questions. And in case there is any questions, okay. Have a nice have a nice time.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Francesco Longo. I'm a researcher at the University of Messina, Department of Engineering, and I'm a co-founder of the SmartMe.io startup company. I will share my screen because I have a presentation. I hope that you can see my screen. I'm sorry, but I have an issue. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I am live now. Can you? Yeah. Okay. I'm deeply sorry about this issue. I hope that because my Firefox crashed. Okay. I hope the slides are on now. So as I was saying, we are a spin-off company of the University of Messina, and we are an innovative startup. Our reference market is represented by the Internet of Things and its application to industrial machinery in the productive, commerce, and service sectors. SmartMe.io provides products and services for monitoring, predictive maintenance, and security through IoT, AI, and blockchain technologies. We are embedded systems experts, Internet of Things experts, and we provide consulting services for on open source and open hardware, cloud and OpenStack, and artificial intelligence. In our previous life, we were part of the Arduino ecosystem in the sense that a previous spin-off company was a consulting partner for Arduino.org. And in that phase, we were able to design and implement the hardware and the firmware of several Arduino boards, such as the Arduino Uno Wi-Fi, the Arduino Yun, M0, M0 Pro, Star 8, and several shields. Thanks to that experience, and thanks also to the research experience of the research group here in the Department of Engineering at the University of Messina, which is the academic part of the company, we were able to design and implement our own assets, which are basically the Arancino.cc hardware and software architecture and the Stack for Things framework. The Arancino.cc architecture comprises several boards, industrial-grade boards that can be used in various domains: AI, security, big data analysis, predictive maintenance. The Stack for Things framework is an OpenStack-based cloud framework for virtualization, personalization, and orchestration of our devices. Everything is open source and open hardware. Our ecosystem is based on the concept of self-conscious systems, in the sense that, as you probably know, our brain has a left hemisphere and a right hemisphere. The left hemisphere is able to analyze the past and plan the future, while the right hemisphere works here and now, reacting to specific situations. In our boards, we have a microprocessor which acts as the left hemisphere and a microcontroller which acts as the right hemisphere. But in our boards, we also apply the concepts of interoception and perception, which are basically the abilities of our brain to acquire awareness not only of the external environment, so perception, but also of the internal situation of our own body, so interoception. Similarly, our boards are able to be aware of their internal situation, preventing, let's say, issues, faults, and increasing the overall availability and security. This is a list, not complete list of our customers. We have customers both in the industrial sector and in the public administration sector. For our customers in the industrial sector, we are able to provide services, Industry 4.0 services, while for the several cities like the city of Lecce, Messina, Padua, Siracusa, Turin, but also Milan, which is not in the list, we are able to provide smart city services for their citizens. Okay, now I hope that everything will work, but I would like to show you a video about one of our products, because it can be interesting in the automotive sector. As you can see, this is one of our customers, Technocar, which is a leader company in the production of semi-trailers. As you can see from the video, we implemented for them an entire product which is based on an app and a web interface for controlling the semi-trailer, both by the driver and by a remote operator. Basically, from the app, you are able to control everything on the semi-trailer, lifting the trailer, putting it down again, the wheel alignment, and basically everything. As you can see, it's a white label product in the sense that this is designed and developed by SmartMe.io, but it's a Technocar product which is called Techno App. This is one of our business or our way of interacting with our customers, but so designing and implementing products that are totally white label, so they remain with our customer, or we also have another kind of interaction with our customers, which is based on subscriptions and fees. So basically, we provide telemetry services, log services, remote control services, data visualization, ticketing systems, and the customers can just pay a fee proportional to the number of devices involved or the specific services that they want to use and the time for which they want to use the services. I'm done now. I hope that the slides were not visible. Okay, by the way, and so I think also the video was not visible, but by the way, you can go on the Technocar website and you can find the video that I was talking about. I'm open to all questions. Okay, so if there are no questions, okay, thank you very much and have a nice day.
Buongiorno a tutti, sono Nicola Trivilino, fondatore di drivingitalia.net e Driving Simulation Center. Le nostre attività sono molto ampie e variegate, quindi di conseguenza farò una veloce panoramica e poi potrete scaricare il PDF che adesso state guardando per consultarlo con calma. In sostanza drivingitalia.net è un portale che offre servizi per il sim racing, per le sport e naturalmente un portale di informazione. Driving Simulation Center invece offre servizi per aziende, professionisti del motorsport e anche appassionati, con particolari opzioni di affiliazione per accedere al nostro business. Al momento siamo concentrati sul mercato italiano. Il sogno impossibile, non solo per gli appassionati ma anche per chi distrattamente ha casomai seguito una gara di Formula 1, è sempre stato quello della velocità, dell'emozione del motorsport. Il Driving Simulation Center soddisfa sostanzialmente clientela di ogni tipo, dal pilota professionista all'appassionato, l'automobilista che vuole migliorare la sua tecnica di guida, l'ingegnere che necessita di fare analisi dati e naturalmente siamo anche un ottimo sistema innovativo per fare pubblicità. Cos'è un simulatore di guida professionale? Negli ultimi tempi se ne parla tanto. Sostanzialmente sono di due tipi: simulatori che replicano la realtà, che sono quelli di fatto industriali, automotive o anche quelli dei team di Formula 1 altamente tecnologici, e quelli che invece lavorano sulla sensazione e sulla percezione della realtà. Noi lavoriamo con questa seconda tipologia di simulatore e sfruttiamo praticamente le imperfezioni dei sensi umani. Creiamo un ambiente nel quale si percepisce movimenti in qualsiasi direzione, mentre invece si muove di pochi centimetri. Quindi in sostanza lavoriamo su una simulazione di guida che è di tipo percettivo. Inoltre dialoghiamo con partner di eccellenza sia nel campo della simulazione, gaming e anche motorsport reale. Perché il nostro business funziona in modo così straordinario? Perché i nostri simulatori riproducono praticamente ogni tipo di vettura e circuito. Non è difficile imparare a girare, basta un minimo di pratica e pochissima esperienza. Ci si diverte da subito e ci si rende conto che bisogna impegnarsi. Quindi in sostanza divertimento, grandi emozioni, uno sfogo per la passione, le competizioni, si acquisiscono naturalmente delle competenze e si può sfruttare tutto il nostro sistema per fare una pubblicità innovativa. Il segreto del successo non è ovviamente solo il simulatore, ma sono tutti quanti i nostri servizi. Abbiamo la possibilità di tesserare i nostri piloti come atleti e sport, possiamo fare corsi di guida sicura e sportiva al simulatore, sessioni di allenamento personalizzate sia per piloti professionisti che per appassionati. Recentemente abbiamo creato una Sim Racing Academy specifica, gare e tornei per varie tipologie di piloti, con servizi di diretta in streaming su YouTube, social, statistiche, naturalmente la possibilità di eventi personalizzati e anche premi di un certo livello. Soprattutto portiamo i vincitori in pista con le vetture reali. Abbiamo anche un'app esclusiva dedicata che include anche la possibilità di fare prenotazioni. Non abbiamo praticamente limiti tecnici, anche perché negli ultimi 2 anni sia l'hardware che il software hanno fatto grandissimi passi in avanti, centinaia di vetture e circuiti riprodotti anche con il laser scan grazie a software realizzati da terze parti. Possiamo realizzare vetture e circuiti su richiesta e forniamo tutti i dati necessari sia per il pilota che per eventualmente per i team, i tecnici, gli ingegneri, i telemetristi. E possiamo per esempio utilizzare al simulatore la stessa telemetria IM e Motec che viene utilizzata nel motorsport reale. I vantaggi per il business sono numerosi. Driving Italia e Driving Simulation Center sono dei brand già molto noti. Forniamo consulenza, supporto, organizzazione sia online che on-site, assistenza e anche curiamo l'aspetto del marketing e della pubblicità. Naturalmente non siamo una sala giochi, nulla a che vedere con centri scommesse, eccetera. Possiamo fornire una consulenza a 360 gradi per attivare un driving center con il nostro marchio. E si tratta di un investimento non solo intelligente ma completamente personalizzabile e anche progressivo nel tempo. È possibile svilupparlo sia a livello di hardware con simulatori sempre più accurati, sia a livello organizzativo, gestionale e di impiego a livello pubblicitario. Non è necessario nessun costo di ingresso per entrare nel nostro settore, nel nostro business, ma in realtà vengono pagati solamente i servizi che forniamo direttamente. Questi sono alcuni dei nostri partner con i quali abbiamo lavorato e che lavorano con noi. E i nostri numeri, nonostante il periodo di pandemia che praticamente per 1 anno e mezzo ci ha fatto rimanere bloccati, sono già importanti perché abbiamo già 5 punti vendita, adesso stiamo aprendo il 6º all'interno dell'autodromo di Vallelunga in collaborazione con ACI e di fatto non abbiamo competitor, perché per come l'idea e come la mettiamo in pratica non c'è nessun altro al momento che lo fa, quindi è una novità particolarmente interessante e di sicuro appeal sia per gli appassionati che per chi lavora in ambito motorsport. Questi sono i nostri contatti, i nostri siti. drivingsimulationcenter.it e drivingitalia.net. ringrazio tutti per l'attenzione e ringrazio la Motor Valley Fest.
Good morning and welcome to everybody. My name is Andrea Sammartino and I'm a modeling and validation engineer working in Megaride, a startup operating in vehicle dynamics and motorsport field. Megaride was born in 2016 and since then its studies have been focused on the field of vehicle dynamics, with particular reference to tire-road interaction, which is crucial to understand how tire and vehicle interacts with the external environment and how important phenomena such as thermodynamic evolution can affect tire behavior. As you may know, these phenomena play a crucial role, especially in high-level competitions. Megaride is an academic spin-off of the University Federico II of Naples and was born and still works in collaboration with the Department of Industrial Engineering of the university and with Vehicle Dynamics Research Group. Its name comes from the famous islet of Megaride in Naples, which represents the first Greek settlement in Naples. What we do is providing innovative software solution for car and tire makers in order to understand how tire behaves. And this is of crucial importance in order to estimate which is the grip between the tire and the road, and thus to predict vehicle performance and stability. Our solutions are also perfectly compliant with safety logics and smart mobility algorithms and allow to save cost and time within the development process. We do this starting from track data in order to faithfully reproduce vehicles' interaction with the external environment, and this makes possible to reproduce advanced driving simulator experience, but also to obtain a reliable tire virtualization. We do this starting from track data in order to faithfully, as mentioned before, we are particularly involved in a motorsport championship, supporting our partners in vehicle setup optimization for race weekend and providing useful information on the optimal tire thermal windows, which, as you may know, play a crucial role in order to estimate vehicle performance. This is possible thanks to specifically developed physical models, which require non-destructive characterization, which we typically perform thanks to our innovative procedures. The innovative process involves testing the vehicle, acquiring data during dedicated track session, getting tires data and thermically and structurally characterize them in order to produce their behavior in simulation environment. This allows to save time and cost and allow our partner to compete for victory in race weekend, but also to work for safety in case of smart mobility application. Our software package is named Ride Suite and includes a wear model able to estimate how tread thickness decreases towards a run, the thermal model, a physical thermal model able to estimate temperature distribution and pressure evolution, and an advanced tire road interaction model, which is able to take into account of the information provided by thermoride and wear ride, but also of what happens in particular low speed maneuver and what happens when the tire impact micro and macro asperity. Here we have some example of platform which adopt our solution, and we can mention VA Grade at Ferrari in Maranello, always VA Grade in Audi and in Maserati, but also Avail at SkyDrive in Monza. This is the economic path of Megaride, which managed to reach over 1 million in turnover in 2019. And the economic growth allowed us to equip ourselves with the instrumented vehicle and with the instrumentation to carry on outdoor acquisition, but also the new headquarters always in Naples. This is a first logo, which back in 2015 was drawn on a sheet of paper representing a tire and the famous volcano Vesuvius in Naples. Here we have some partner image that have been taken during the years. We have important partnership in Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3, but also in Formula E, DTM, and MotoGP. Lots of newspapers have talked about us during the years in order to describe our solution and how our solution can be used to prepare race weekend. We have a group that is increasing in number year by year. Now we are about 15 people working in Megaride. And here you have a sum up of our historical research and business partners such as Ferrari, Pirelli, Maserati, and V-Grade, and customers such as Audi, Hankook, and Trident. Megaride has been awarded during the year, and important achievements to mention are the Star Cup in 2016, the SMAU Innovation in 2018, and the Direct Technology of the Year in 2018. Another important award that it's worth mentioning is the Italian Master Startup Award in 2020. And here we have a scheme of our organization. So we have 15 people in a growing team, and we can rely on a synergy with the academic facilities. In case you are interested in what we do, please feel free to contact us. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, thank you very much for Motor Valley Fest to invite us today. I am Arcangelo Manfredonia, co-founder of Pro2B Esports, the leading esports agency in Italy. I'm here today to let you know a bit about our reality. So let's start from the basics. What are esports? Esports is a growing industry. Esports is the practice of playing video games at a competitive level. Esports is made by players who play their video games in international events and tournaments with the objective and goal to win a cut from rich prize pools. What's interesting about this is that esports events are watched by millions of people, mainly youths all around the world. We're talking about the Generation Z and millennials who make the big part of the spectators. Let's talk about a bit of the esports market. Here are a few insights about it on a global scale. We can see that the expected revenues in 2025 will be of about $3.5 billion, when the audience is expected to grow to 577 million in 2024. This means that right now and also in the future, there will be plenty of B2B and B2C market opportunities. We need to be ready to catch them. Our startup, Pro2B, was created to be a landmark for pro players, clubs, companies, stakeholders who intend to invest in esports. We are the leading esports agency in Italy, and the only one that's focused and specialized only on sports video games. Often the pro players are seen as nerds, like people who don't have social life, but in reality the truth is completely different. They act and behave like true professional athletes, and their life is full of obstacles, and they need to make a lot of sacrifices. Here in the picture, we can see Ercaccia and Figueiredo, two of our players, together with Adriano Galliani, one of the most iconic figures in modern football. This picture was taken in occasion of the creation of AC Monza Esports project back in 2019. Obviously, there are problems and needs in this world. Since we've been starting doing this, we encountered two main difficulties. The first problem is the unprofessionalism of the players. Often they are not ready to do what they are doing. So this means there is a reputation damage for them and the company they work with. But that's also an economical damage for them and the companies they work with. Another problem, huge problem, is the fact that often organization teams, they don't know what they're doing in esports, so there is a lack of expertise. So here where the needs are in. The needs of this world are the expert advice that connects to the problem, and the same teams, they need to secure responsible gamers so they can represent their own brands with dignity and professionalism, obviously. That's where we come in. We offer two different kind of services. Some of them are related to the pro players. They go from the technical coaching to the best representation of their personal branding, so they can potentially become superstars. On another branch of our services, the other branch of our services is related to companies. We work with them under many aspects. We can manage their team. We can give them the much needed esports advice. The outcome for them will be obviously they will have an expert partner to work with them. They will have a professional player ready to represent them everywhere they're going in their esports career. Thanks to our services, our players can claim 7 wins in more than 35 national and international qualifications at international events. In this picture, we can see Genoa lifting the trophy of the first virtual e-Serie A, which is the parallel league of the Serie A football league. This happened just 1 or 2 months ago, and that's the most recent. We can see below some of our partners or clients we work with. In football, we work with teams like Monza, Genoa, Celtic. In MotoGP, we work with LCR Honda, Pramac Racing, also Ducati Corse. In particular, with Ducati Corse, in 2019, they won the world title in the MotoGP Esports Championship. That was thanks to our player, Andrea Saveri, who won the title. Obviously, that's not it. In Pro2B, we're working on many new projects. We're working on getting involved in more esports titles that go beyond just the sports video games we are currently involved in. We are working on creating a digital platform of which we will be the owners, and this platform is intended to become a crucial asset for every stakeholder involved in order to facilitate their job and optimize their time and resources. We're also working on creating new Twitch formats. For who doesn't know what Twitch is, it's the globally renowned leader platform owned by Amazon to stream and broadcast gaming and esports events. Obviously, there are competitors. There are 3 key points that differentiate us from all of our competitors, though. There's the first one that we are not an esports team, but we are an agency. This means that we can work with many realities, provide them the same high quality service, and that translates in a potential global expansion. Plus, we are not only focused and straight on one video game, but we work on many video games. And last but not the least, they achieve results that just validate our business model, and that's just a fact. We can talk about the people behind Pro2B. There's 3 of us. There's Roberto, marketing communication director, who has a strong background in sports realities as he's been working with Sassuolo and Messina. There's Fabio, who's already reached a lot of important esports results in his career. There's me, whose my main job is to look after the foreign market and to look after foreign players. And there's a quick recap for you. What we do in Pro2B Sports, we accompany your company into the sports with cutting-edge services. We offer you the best pro players available on the market. We offer you the best expertise you can find on the market right now. And we can claim already multiple collaborations and partnerships with realities of the sport industry. Plus, we have new assets that we are developing. So I'll just end with, if you believe in the digital evolution and in the market with huge potential, you have to invest on us. Here's the last page of my presentation. You can take a screenshot for getting in touch and take your contact. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, I can answer them now. Thank you very much. Thank you, Motor Valley, and good continuation. Bye-bye.